I'd like to call to order a special meeting of the Ruidoso Down City Council on this, the 18th day of May. The time is 10 a.m.
Counselor Lacewell? Taylor?
Here.
Counselor Udettis? Here. Counselor Proctor?
Here. Council Proctor, do you want to pledge allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item is the agenda items. Each item listed will be for discussion and possible action. Item A is the approval of the recommendation to appoint Dr. Paul Lilly as Chief of Police. Second. Second.
Counselor Taylor?
We have discussion on this or?
Yes.
Oh, we're just open, I'm sorry. Time.
Mayor Scott, if you do the roll call, it will be approved without discussion.
And then let's hold off. Sorry, guys. So you have in front of you Dr. Lilly's resume. I think it speaks for itself. He is quite the accomplished law enforcement individual. Dr. Lilly, do you have want to give us a little spiel?
Sure. First of all, it's again, I apologize for my voice coming in and out, but it is an honor to be before you for consideration for confirmation. I know you're probably looking and same thing the mayor did, and you know, why am I or what attracts me to Ruidoso Downs? Well, I've been vacationing up there with my family since I was 14 years old, and I'm considerably older than that now. But what I'm seeking, like I told the mayor, what I'm seeking above all else is a small town. I've been chief in small towns. I've been chief in large towns. This is the last move that I want to make in my career. Where I go from here, I want to stay for the next 8 to 15 years, minimum 10, I should say. So as much as y'all are looking for the right fit, I'm also looking for the right fit. And I've been very closely examining the city structure and the personalities and how everyone gets along, and I'm honored to be considered. So what I'm trying to say is, I've been interim chief of places like Dallas Public Schools. I've been places where I had 300 police officers and all of that. That's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for now is a place that I can take all the wisdom that I've gained working for both large and small cities and put it to work in a city of two choosing, my choosing and y'all's choosing, because you're bringing me in. And that's what I'm looking for. So I'd like to bring to you my 34 years, be 35 years here in the next 2 weeks of wisdom and experience. And as your city continues to grow, I can help the police department avoid some potholes and whatnot. And all right, now's where I wind down and be quiet. I'm a very unusual candidate in that I, like you, I've also held elected office. So I know exactly what you guys face every day. I was a county judge here in Texas. And in Texas, as you know, the county judge is the CEO of the county government, in addition to our judicial responsibilities. So anyway, to wind it down, I'm looking for a place that I can bring all the wisdom and experience that I have, and that I'm not looking for any special recognition, but I am hoping that when you come into a situation and you think that, hey, well, let's ask Paul, because he might have, in his years, he might have come across something like this. So if I can do that, if I can lend you my experience and my wisdom, and tell you, again, almost 35 years of service. It's unusual. I'll be the only doctor in the entire state of New Mexico. You will have the only police chief that's also a doctorate of forensic psychology. I did confirm that yesterday or Friday. I'm sorry, with the state. So that's kind of special. I thought that was pretty neat. If I stay over here in Texas, there's three of us. There's myself and two others. But if I come to New Mexico, y'all have got a corner on the market. That's it. So I hope we recognize how special and unique that is. But anyway, I have the highest peace officer license that the state of Texas issues. And as you know, Texas has the highest standard and protocol. It's tied only with California, with as far as required time in service and required training and education to be a chief. There's no other city matches it but California. California is kind of odd. They've got their own problems going on. But as far as actual time in the chair in the classroom, I can go to all 49 other states with my license and work. And the same thing being said with New Mexico. If y'all approve me tonight, then this afternoon and tomorrow, I simply call the Law Enforcement Academy. She may be watching it live and tell her that y'all did approve me and that I'll need to transfer my commission to the state of New Mexico. So I didn't mean to even talk that much, Mayor. I haven't answered any questions that you have. I will tell you, I've got just about every license that the state of Texas issued, from classroom instructor to advanced firearms instructor. I am a real life forensic psychologist, criminal profiler, like what you see on television. But if y'all approve me, you will have your own real life one right here on staff, available for you to call on. And the state asked me the same thing Friday, if y'all would mind if they get into a high profile case and that they have to identify an offender. They asked me if I thought you would mind if they called me up, and I said I certainly don't believe so. I said I think everybody's here to help everybody else, but okay. With that, Mayor, I'll be quiet because the other thing you have to remember is I'm also a university professor, so I'm kind of long-winded. Council members, I can take what should be just 3 sentences and I can make it last half an hour. So, but anyway, I'll stop there and answer any questions that y'all may have of me. I try to anticipate what your questions were and answer them in my opening statement, but if I missed something, please let me know.
Dr. Lindley, Terry Proctor here, council member. You mentioned you'd stay 8 to 10 years, possibly 15 years at the job. Does that necessarily mean that you're stipulating that you would stay with the city of Ruidoso Downs for that long?
Yes, you're my last move. I'm not looking to go anywhere else after I come to y'all. My career is a unique one. The last 20 years, well, it stopped about 8 years ago. I was what's called a reform chief, and I know I visited with the mayor. He knows what it is. If y'all aren't familiar with it, a reform chief, at least in Texas, is a chief that you bring in to fix problems in your department. You've got too high of turnover. Your budget doesn't. You need to be doing more with the money that you have, or you have internal corruption. Any one of those things in Texas, you would call you would bring in a reform chief, someone like myself, and I would usually stay 6 to 18 months, and that's it. And then I would hand it off to a permanent chief who wants to stay, and then I would move on to the next city that needs my reform services. But I'm done with that now. I retired that role for the most part about 8 years ago when I was elected judge. I retired all of that. So what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for that place, for that long-term place where I can come and stay. And I've done an enormous amount of research on your city, and you're exactly what I'm looking for. And now the mayor believes that my skills and abilities are unique and exactly what y'all are looking for. So hopefully it's a match made in heaven. And if you appoint me, I'm not looking to leave here. I'm not looking to go be chief anywhere else. I would like to work another 8 to 15 years, and I would like to do it right here for y'all, right here in RD, Ruidoso Downs.
Thank you, Doctor. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Any
sir.
other questions? Questions? Yes, sir.
Dr. Lilly, one of the first basic questions we asked is, do you have a place to live up here?
I have three that are not are unofficially holding it for me. I didn't want to put a deposit down until after you all confirm me. That's the prudent thing to do. But I'll probably look to lease for the first year unless I can find something for sale with the owner or finance. What I'm talking about is something I don't have the 30 days to wait to buy a home. I would like to walk into something, turnkey. So ideally, I'll probably just lease for the first year or two, unless y'all know of somebody that's willing to expedite it through owner finance, where I can just walk in and say, all right, here's my down payment. Where do I sign? But I do have, to answer your question, sir, I do have three out there that I like very much. I don't know that they're still available this morning, but they were as of yesterday.
It does tend to be an issue up here. Also, if I may, Mayor, you applied as a chief for the village of Ruidoso, I believe,
About 8 years ago, yes, sir.
and county manager.
I don't know if I looked at the county manager. As you can tell, I want to get to Ruidoso. Y'all are my favorite place in the world. So I was trying to get there any way that I could. And I think I came in the top three for the village. And then they ended up hiring internally, which I kind of figured they were going to do anyway. But they did offer me the deputy chief position, but I didn't think that was a good fit. So I declined that, and I've just been waiting. And then this came available. And of course, my deepest sympathy to the city mayor and to your friend who passed. Hopefully, even though he wasn't in the office for but a week or so, I will do my very best to carry on his legacy and tradition.
Thank you for that.
Any other questions?
Question.
Yes, sir.
How many reform police chief positions did you hold in your career?
I did far more consulting than actually as the chief. I think as chief, I only did 6, and that's out of 30 years. But I did quite a few where I was a consultant. Like I was a consultant I provided those services to the city of Austin and the city of Fort Worth, and the city of San Antonio and the city of Amarillo. I know those are all larger cities, but those are the ones who can afford to have, bring in a consultant, because consultants aren't cheap, as you know. So I think there's just 6. They're on my resume. I could name them if you press me, but it's been about 6 or 8 years since I held that last spot doing that. I haven't had a desire to do it anymore. I kind of got burned out, if that makes sense. So when I was judge, I just, I worked from the bench, and that was a full enough responsibility as it was. The county, Brown County, is a county of about 45,000 people when I was county judge, and just under 200 employees when you count the largest department was, of course, the sheriff's office. Our budget when I left, my final year was $23 million. And then we had about 17 million in reserves, if my memory serves me correctly.
Okay, and your last position was of judge?
Yes, I was a judge for the last 4 years. Well, I've been out of office 2.5 years now, but prior to that, yes, ma'am, I served a full 4-year term. Are you all elected to 4-year terms also?
Yes.
As council members? Yeah, in Texas, the county judges are elected to 4-year terms as well.
I did notice that one of your previous positions lists you as city administrator. Were you city administrator or?
I did both too. That was a temporary spot, very temporary. The city of Reno is right beside where I grew up. Hazel and Reno, they're side by side. We're trying to keep them out of bankruptcy. They're just not making it, and I don't see it. They brought me in, and I tried to help. I did 2 jobs for the price of one. That's where I grew up, and I wanted to lend a hand. But I don't like saying this in front of another council, but in my opinion, the best thing they can do would be disincorporate. They're just in a world of hurt. but poor decisions over the tenure of their city has put them in the position that they're in. But I did all I could for them, and I couldn't do any more. So I told them it was time. I gave them 6 months, and I said, "Now it's time for me to go." I've done all I can. And some of it was because they wouldn't listen to my advice. Others because the advice I gave them was trying to keep them out of bankruptcy and dissolving. I presented to them several avenues they could do that. They adopted it 100%, and then 4 months in after adopting it, they decided to put it back on the agenda, and we hadn't even began the programs, and they wanted to unapprove it. It was a nightmare. And I did what I could, but I can't do any more for them. But yes, ma'am, to answer your question, I held two roles. I was the chief of police and the city manager, and I did that solely to try and save the money.
Thank you.
And I do not. Can I say something? I do not really. I didn't enjoy being city manager. My passion, my heart and soul is being police chief, but I don't vision myself as ever going back to city manager. I did not like that at all.
Now, how many years would you say that you were boots on the street as a police officer?
Oh, even when I was chief, I'm a working chief. Let me tell you. And I know we're on video, but I'm trying to make eye contact with each of you if I can. I am a uniformed working chief. That is where my heart and soul is. You'll very seldom see me in a suit and tie, unless there's an occasion called. I'll be in a uniform and out in I don't know if it'll be a marked car, whatever y'all can provide me with. But I like to. I come out and I work nights. I rattle doors. I park my car during the day, and I walk the business districts, and I visit with the owners. In the evenings, I love parking my car and walking neighborhoods when people are out, watering their yards or whatever they're doing in the peak hours when they get home from work. I love just strolling up and down the streets. So I can tell you that in my 35 years of service, all of them were spent with boots on the ground. Now, if you're asking me how quickly I promoted to chief, I made chief in about 7.5 years when I first started back in 1990. I had a very good sheriff that was a mentor for me. He kind of took me under his wing and taught me how to be a good law enforcement commander. I'll be indebted to him for the rest of my life.
I think.
By the way, I like that your purple and bluish shirt looks awesome in front of the yellow flag.
They told me that already. So is there something specific that you know of Ruidoso Downs that you would like to see change?
Well, not change, excuse me. I'm praying that y'all don't let the racetrack go away. I'm praying that that the council will do everything that they can to get that, perhaps raise the elevation. I'm not an expert in it, but perhaps raise the elevation of the track and put in proper, and I understand that was a 500-year flood and the chance of that happening again. But what I'm trying to get at is, that's what y'all are known for, that in the casino, and people love coming there because it's not, y'all are an alternative to Vegas. That's how I started coming there when I was 14 years old. My father had a racehorse. He ran a horse at the track out here. But anyway, I do hope that y'all do everything that you can to keep that business there. If that doesn't work out and the owner of it doesn't, it just has his mindset on selling it or closing it, I would love to see y'all do something else with that property, maybe a water park or for kids, something. I just, your identity is stapled to that so much that anytime anybody mentions Ruidoso Downs, it puts a smile on people's face because that's a place where they can go and they can watch the horses run, or they can drop money in the slot machine, and they don't have to fight the crowds in Vegas, if you know what I mean. My parents still come up there for that very reason, and they're in their 80s. But that's it's always been a very special place to me. We didn't come every year. Some years we just passed through when we went on to Colorado with my grandfather. But sorry, thunder again, if you hear it here. that is such a staple to your identity. Certainly you can survive without the income from that. That's not what I'm looking at. Even if you didn't get another income period from the track, I still pray that y'all try to keep it because it's given y'all a good reputation. Y'all are a place that people like going to do what some states, including my own state, Texas, doesn't permit. They call gambling a vice in Texas, which is absurd. But if you control it properly. But anyway, I hope that y'all will try and keep that. And if you choose not to, you still got my loyalty. I'm still going to be with you for the next 8 to 15 years. I'm not trying to talk you into something. It's just when you ask me for my opinion, the mayor and I have already had this conversation. Be prepared for the God's honest truth, because I'm going to give you my opinion, even if I get the feeling that it may be something that you don't approve of. I'll do it politically and very gently, but I'm going to make sure that we both know where each other stands. Does that make sense?
Yes. Much.
And now my last question, what is your family structure and who's gonna be coming with you?
It's just me. I'm an empty nester. Well, I got 2 miniature schnauzers here that I've kind of adopted as my sons. But my son just graduated 2 weeks ago with a degree in criminal justice, and he would love to come up and work for Ruidoso Downs or Village of Ruidoso also, or the sheriff's office, because he's been up here many times before. I've taken him when I've come through. But he just graduated with a bachelor's degree, and I didn't encourage him in any way. A bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I had nothing to do with it. He did go to Southern New Hampshire University, the one you see on television a lot. So I'm quite proud of him. He did very well. Made the dean's list also. I wish I could say that I made the dean's list. I did not. I wasn't at the bottom of my class, but I didn't make the dean's list 35 years ago.
Well, congratulations for your son's accomplishment.
Thank you. I would love to, some point in time, bring him and introduce him to you.
Councilor Lacewell, do you have any questions?
I do, Mayor does. By the time Dr. Lily's voice goes through the system there and into my tongue, I miss about 80%.
Oh, I'm so
So
sorry.
what I would like to ask is just a yes and no question, just yes or no. Repeat Councilor Taylor's question, is he going to be moving into the area?
I'm sorry, I can't see who that is talking, and I can't understand you.
I will relay your question, Counselor.
Okay.
Dr. Lilly, her question is, whether or not you would be moving into the area?
No, absolutely, without question. I would never be a chief in a place that I wouldn't live. That's imperative to me. If I can at all possible, I want
He
to
understands, yes, and no. He's a bit long-winded. Yes or no is also yes. The answer is yes, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Sure.
Thank you.
The only thing is, Councilor Lacewell, are you asking with the area in the Ruidoso Downs or in the area of Ruidoso Downs?
Oh, I'm gonna do my very best to get in.
Somewhere within a 30-mile radius area, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that is a requirement, so.
Yes, I'm going to do my very best to live in the city limits, but that may not be possible right now with a lease. But yes, I'll be within 15-minute response time.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions? Okay, while we're on the subject of getting him up here, we have funds available to assist him with the move. And I would like to be able to reimburse him some of those costs, simply so we can get him here quick.
And I did, council members, I did go out and I accepted 5 bids, and I sent Donna 2 of them, the top 2. And I think the top one is really good. It was quite a bit cheaper than the others, and they even, because it's a government move, they even come and help me pack. Not that I need that, but it's all inclusive. It comes with the price that they've given us. That Donna, that's that one that's $2,900.
Yes.
Anyway, that's the one I recommend we go for. So I'll pay for that up front, and I appreciate, Mayor, if y'all could reimburse me, like we did for my air travel to come up there and
Any other questions or discussion?
Counselor Taylor,
Aye.
Counselor Lacewell, Counselor Proctor,
Aye.
Counselor Gutierrez,
Aye.
motion carries.
Congratulations, chief.
thank you. I'm deeply honored, and I will not let you down. I give you my solemn word. I've been doing this a very, very long time, and I hope to bring to you the culmination of all my experience and wisdom to bring it right there. And just because we're small doesn't mean we can't be professional. Does that make y'all follow me?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You're wasting time, start packing.
You can't see it, but there's boxes all over the place here. I was hoping that y'all would approve me, but I couldn't sit around doing nothing. I'm not a. My personality doesn't measure with that. I don't sit around twiddling my thumbs well, so I took the liberty of going ahead and packing, hoping that y'all would approve me.
He not in his office, it got looked like that, right?
Yes.
I tell you something that you might find funny. When I was county judge, my predecessor, whom I beat, he'd been in office for 27 years. He gave away all my furniture. So when I came in as county judge, I had files sitting on the floor because he'd given the file cabinets away, and there was no money whatsoever to buy furniture in my budget. He zeroed it out. So I went out and bought my own. So I'll be bringing with me, if y'all permit me, my own set up. If you don't let me use it, it's taking up a space in my garage. So I would really like to use it.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
I'm taking up your time. I apologize.
You don't bring your file cabinets. Don't have a space.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the next item, which is closed session. Discuss limited personnel matters as permitted under section 10-15-1H2 of the New Mexico Open Meetings Act, specifically discharge of the probationary employee, utility clerk, administrative assistant in accordance with section 3-11-6 D1 NMSA.
I'll make that motion. Sorry.
I move to enter the closed session to discussion limited personnel matters as permitted under section 10-15-1H-2 of the New Mexico Open Meetings Act, specifically discharge of the probationary employee, utility clerk, administrative assistants in accordance with sections 3-11-6 D, line 1, New Mexico State Courts.
I now call to recess the special meeting and enter into closed session at 10:28 a.m.
Yeah, we call that executive session here. That's a very wise move on personnel matters. So should I log off?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. Do y'all need me to come back for anything?
No, sir, you're good to go.
Good to go. All right. Thank you, and I hope to get up there very soon and shake everybody's hand in person. And thank you for putting up with the, as you can tell, the accident threw a lot of glass in my face. So I've got even uglier than I used to be, which I hope y'all make exceptions for that. But
Thank
God-
you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
all right, God bless you. Y'all be safe.
Yes, sir. Called to end closed session and in special session at 10:37 a.m.
Mayor, certify that all matters discussed in the closed session were limited only to those specified in the motion for the closure and move to reconvene the special session.
So the next item is the one we've been looking
No, we need
for.
a motion to
To
approve or disapprove the.
the action or the discussion. Okay.
Item A,
So can I have a motion?
I will make a motion to
Discharge.
discharge probationary employee, utility clerk and administrative assistant in accordance with section 3-11-6 D1 and MSA.
Second.
Go ahead, Jody.
Counselor Udett,
I,
Counselor Proctor,
Aye.
Counselor Lacewell,
Aye.
Counselor Taylor.
The next item is the adjournment. Thanks, folks. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Beard.
Thank you.